As you can see, the rink boards are up, stanchions are in for the glass. We will not be putting glass in until the ice is completely made, due to if we happen to get some wind coming through, so we don't want the rink to become a sail. In this beautiful weather that we're hoping not to have a swimming pool, we're going to have a rink. What we're going to do is we're probably within the next 3 to 4 hours, we're going to start filling up the main header pipes, and the truck is ready to fire up, and hopefully sometime tonight we'll get the floor back down to the temperature that we require and do a good test run tonight and take a look at if we can start making ice tomorrow. Other than that, weather looks good. As you can tell by the color, that there was a little bit of sun here today, and but tonight looks like we're gonna get probably a pretty good dose of rain, and we'll see what tomorrow holds. Any questions?
What does the temperature have to be to
make ice?
I know it's 32. Is there anything special? Is there any coils or something to freeze it?
Yeah, well, that's what the whole floor is. The aluminum floor that's what it is. The plates themselves we have the same tonnage that what the Wells Fargo rink has, but we have an aluminum deck with the piping within the deck, and aluminum is the best thermal transfer that you can find. And I mean, once we get the temperature, it holds that temperature, and it's almost like a quick freeze.
So it doesn't matter the outside temperature. I mean,
it matters. There's a lot of things that matter, but it's one of those things. The parameters that we run right now is into the high 40s, and anything like at nighttime that we're down into the low 40s and the high 30s, we'll be in good shape.
What temperature do you try to keep the ice at?
22 degrees.
22 degrees?
On the surface.
Dan, can you talk about, for people who maybe haven't been here for the 4 days, how you've had to basically build a hockey rink in the middle of the baseball park in 4 days?
I should have done it in 3, but here we are on day 4. Really what it started off as, I'm sure that a lot of you had taken a look, we built the deck itself, which was a separate company than a lot of the groups that are here. And then once the deck is built, we offloaded our containers that have the aluminum panels in it. They're custom made for us. And the refrigeration truck was parked outside. All the piping, as you can see, was brought down the scaffolding on the far corner. And we have an elevation change of probably close to 30 feet. And we are over a 450-foot run from the truck to the floor itself. So there's a lot of calculations that have to happen in the next 24 hours for us to find a good balance on the floor.
The plates, the aluminum plates that you're using, are the same ones you use in the other stadiums? Or
Yes, they belong to the National Hockey League.
But they're not special to Citizens Bank Park?
No, they're ours. They're special to the National Hockey League.
But you've used them in the other winter classics?
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
For people at home, how big is this task? How big is this to take on an outside rink?
It's the challenge of the year. I mean, you're outdoors, and whatever Mother Nature gives you, that's what you do, and that's why we get up every day, and you want a challenge. That's why we do what we do. We want to bring the game back to our roots, and we want to take it back outside where we started, and we want everybody to enjoy it.
Can you talk about the cooling that you put in that?
Yes?
Can you talk about that? Walk us through the process.
Well, okay, I can do that. It's a little complicated if you really want to get on the technical side, but all it is an antifreeze, the same as in your car. But what happens in the truck is we remove heat. That's what refrigeration does, and it's the same as your freezer at home. If you open up your fridge, the compressor on your fridge starts because it's removing heat that you're allowing in there. And when you close the door and it gets back to temperature, the compressor shuts off. Same as here. When we get to the temperature that's satisfied, the compressor shut off. When it raises up 2 degrees above the temperature that we set, the compressors will kick on and remove as much heat that it can through the aluminum, through the solution that's in the floor, back to the compressors, and start that cycle all over again. Constantly. We're doing 1,500 gallons a minute from the truck back down onto the floor. Yes, the pipes are in the panels. They're from the far side. It's a continuous run from side to side, and there's a 6-inch mains on either side. So it's a constant flow and it's a constant push. And one of the things that liquid does, it will take the path of least resistance, and that's what this does. And it's an instant transfer of the coolant, removing the heat back to the truck.